Hey everyone, this is PrinceBrightstar, and welcome to Phantasy Star Online 2. So Quna just went through the first song in her set, but in just a moment she is going to pop back out here with an encore, which is going to be our fighting the Miyabi version. So let's see if the crowd gets this happening here. We should know in just a moment here. In fact, let me go ahead and reset my UI here.
An encore? Thank you so much! Your warm hearts gave me such a boost! So here's one more song, just for you! Shining, intense, and brilliant! Lend me your ears and your voices, because here we go! Who am I now? What's the meaning here? When you ask why, the result is silence as an answer. Even though you're looking for the light, you can't hide it. It's
And that ends the concert from Quna. With this, we have Magatsu coming up in about 30, or actually in about 20 minutes here. Let me go ahead and get the sound effects loaded again here. But how's everybody doing today? This is the first time that we've actually had a chance to run Magatsu here on the stream, yeah, this should be a fun stream. Following that, we're gonna have several other client orders to take care of, and then we'll see what happens from there. I know I also have a couple more runs I need to do on the Extreme Quest Heaven and Hell today. But yeah, coming up in... actually, why don't we go ahead and run one of those right now while we're waiting here? Or actually both of them, since we got time, I think. Extreme Quest, Heaven and Hell, or Heaven and Earth, rather. Once again, it's called Heaven and Hell in the title, so I still don't get what's going on there. I also want to change my class before we do this, actually. Oh, actually, we got 3 more completions, so... Alright, class... Since I want to do this at top performance here, I'll go Hunter Fighter. There we go. And let me grab my sword. Oh, I've already got it in my inventory. Okay. There we go. So, once again, Extreme Quest, Elite Training, Heaven and Earth.
Good luck.
But yeah, this should be a good warm-up for today here. Actually, that's not the drink I want. I want the random drink CX, so I can get the weak point. There it is. And we'll restock items. Alright, let's get this going. Alright, so we are starting off with the Draconians. Take it. We just gotta take out the ones where the weak points are available on the stretchy dragons, then we'll be good to go. Alright, I think I was a little bit late on that one. No problem. Alright, there's one. Or no, that actually was the second. So we're good there. That just leaves the Vol Dragon here. Let's take it out real quick. But yeah, we got the big announcement this week also, that Episode 4 is finally coming out in August. It's funny that Sega still hasn't fixed that. That is just a weird bug that's in the game right now. For this one, don't get incapacitated at all, which is no problem whatsoever. My automate will take care of that if I take a big hit. Get some Photon points back. And there he goes. The 7th stage is cleared. Moving on to the next stage here. For this one, no recovery effects. Automate does not trigger that at all, so we're good to go here.
Stage start!
Ta-da! Here's the next stage order.
Let's get some Photon points back again. There's the Varma Leopard. That's gonna be the last one for this stage.
This is what I am talking about. We're gathering some killer data here.
Moving on to stage 9. So for this one, don't take any damage for 60 seconds. I'm just going to default to my usual strategy of running around the room a bunch so that they can't even get me.
Eliminate.
And the reason I'm doing that, once again, is because I value getting the stage orders done over actually completing this fast. And the reason for that is there is a set of stones once I complete, I think it's 150 stage orders, which will be useful once it comes time for the austere weapons to come out. So I want to make sure I get that together through completing the stage orders here. And what can I say? There's only 10 stages to this thing, so I'd rather take the easier set to get. Alright, here we go.
This is what I am talking about. We're gathering some killer data here. A waste of effort.
Alright, so that clears up that stage. Once again, just simply did not want to take the risk. And on to the last stage, where we just have to take care of the last enemy from the front.
Start!
Ta-da! Here's the next stage order.
I will be able to show you once I am out of here, the magic hat. Or at least I'm expecting that these stones will be in play, since they were on the Japanese side, at least for the old type weapon. They may not be for the new type, but we'll see. Alright, give it a second. Jump. 1, 2. Crosscut. Nice, timed that pretty well there. Let's finish it off. There we go. Alright, and now we're waiting about 20 to 30 seconds here for the next enemy to come out. Go ahead and cast Shift on myself. And heal up. Pop a critical field. Nope, still not out. There they are. Alright, there goes one arm. There's the other. They're on the ground. And on to the final enemy here. Hello, me. If you're not sure how this happens, go ahead and play the story. And down they go.
Stage clear!
So they only brought on 2 Ace of Hunters this time, but that's fine. Alright, so let's grab some items here. We'll grab the Tirana Bright Shards, the Ace of Hunters. And then I guess the Dio Visiburn, the sword, and the back piece. Alright, and it looks like everybody in the Alliance is starting to get together. So it looks like they're suggesting Block 9, so I'll start to make my way over there as well.
The target is Harukotan.
How's it going?
So I just let them know that I'm fine with doing Block 9 as well. So we'll be able to join up with them for some of this as well, because you know I want to be able to invite the members of Time for War into this as well. Let's see here. All right, Arsene and I am looking for anybody else I recognize here. Oh, Magic Hat. There we go. Let's get you into here. Oh, Magic Hat, I'm sorry, actually, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to, well, actually, let me ask, because I don't want to be the only one to decide this. Okay, so then Arsene wants to do, extra hard, so unfortunately we won't be able to bring you into this, Magic Hat, but definitely get yourself leveled up there, and we'll be able to bring you in, for next time. Sorry about this. Where is, Rubber? There you are. Alright, let's see, let me get you invited. Invite. Alright, and was there going to be anybody else? I think... Let's see. Yeah, it was Arsene and Rubber and either Future or Pen would be able to come in. So let me check with them as well. Yeah, so Future or Pen, if you want to join in on this as well, come on in and we'll get you in. And I'm going to say I was going to change my weapon here because I just had that on for just a brief moment here.
Well, if it isn't me.
What would you like to do?
Let's do that. Subclass to Hunter.
Feel free to stop
because
by
I wanted to
anytime.
go in as Braver because I'm working now on the titles associated
Welcome.
with getting all classes with their extra force skill points together. Let's see, it is... Where is that? It's these here. It's the par excellent titles. So I've gotten Hunter, Fighter, and Summoner done. I'm working on Braver now.
Thank you very much.
Looking for you, Pen. There you are, Pen. And there we go, we have a full team now.
Welcome.
Alright, so to answer your other question here, the Magic Hat, if we go back under, I think it's quests here. Yeah, so if we go under here, Elite Bomber, Elite Limit, Elite Extreme, and then we got two more here. The last one, when you get 150 stage orders done, you get 15 Nero Obsidian Shards. I've already got 35, which means that will give me what I'm
Thank you very
expecting,
much.
the 50 I'll need to pick up the Austere Sword, whenever that comes out. But yeah, in about 2 minutes this is going to pop up, and we'll be able to get this started then. Of course, the bigger news here is everything that's going on related to the game, and what's coming in August, which is going to be Episode 4. That's gonna be real big, especially with crafting. If you know me, you know I've got a ton of stuff that I have just been waiting to desynth for quite some time now.
Which quest are you up?
So it'll be nice to finally have that all sorted out here. Let me go ahead and turn this off now that we've got the whole party together. But yeah, this is going to be real big, coming in August. We still got to see what's going to be happening in the coming months. Oh, let's see here. Of course, we got Episode 5 and Episode 6 after that.
Quest are you up?
But here we go with the quest.
Operation in progress. All ArcSops, report to the quest counter to join the mission.
Good luck.
And into the gate ship we go. Alrighty, we got a full team together. Let me grab my Shift to Drink Premium 2. Restock items, let's get down there.
Your mission is to defeat Magatsu, colossal foe to all of Haruka-tan. Everyone, prepare for battle. Magatsu was once sealed inside this planet. We expect this to be a massive battle. Remember your limits. Don't play the hero.
Alright, here we go. So, myself being a melee character right now, I'm just gonna hop up here and start firing away at the knees.
Your Majesty, code due.
Incoming alert.
Yeah, I have noticed that Magatsu, even here in North America, is still sometimes laggy, unfortunately. This was something we've seen from the Japanese side as well. Okay, that's one knee. Gotta get the other down.
Failure report received.
Okay, there we go. Now we can hop up here and actually start doing some damage to its chest area.
I bestow upon you now my divine protection.
So basically at this point, now what we have to do is we have to take care of its chest, its two arms, and then its main head up there. The one that's in the middle of everything. And then that should finish it off. Whoop. Once again, Magatsu jumped around a bit here. Back in the day, completing these quick trials was important, but now, given that basically North America doesn't have to deal with what the Japanese side did with Magatsu way back in the day, they really aren't that important to complete. And honestly, I think that's kind of a shame that North American players are never really going to learn what it was like to go through that first week with Magatsu with barely anybody completing it. I think the first round that Magatsu came out, I think it only got up to an 11% completion rate.
Incoming alert.
I am having trouble getting back onto its arm here.
Failure report received.
There we go, finally.
I bestow upon you a physical blessing.
Incoming alert.
Alright, looks like the ceiling arrows are up, so let's hop back down. And let's fire away. Need to get 30 hits on them. There we go. Now, one thing I will note is while that is happening, you are able to move around, so if you look at your minimap, you'll be able to see where you are in relationship to where Magatsu is landing, and so you'll be in a better position to run up the ice ramp then. Alright, back onto this arm we go. me go ahead and pop those again here, just so I don't miss out on those. Alright, we're on to the other arm over here. No, it looks like that one's done, so we're actually on to the head now. Looks like it's finally headed into the sky here. So this is the point where I want to actually see if I can hop over onto this arm again. Doesn't look like I'm going to be able to reach it, actually. Alright, got the blaze parry, but unfortunately I was out of position on that one. But yeah, if you didn't know, you actually are able to parry that attack. So that you don't take any damage and just stay right where you are, essentially.
Completed.
Looks like maybe one of our players went down. Yeah, it looks like that was the case, unfortunately. But the good news is we have 3 more attempts at this here, so they should still be able to get some more experience from this here. Alright, looks like we're waiting for one more player to come into here. Alright, we got 12 players in here now. Let's go ahead and get this started.
Your mission is to defeat Magatsu, colossal foe to all of Photon. Everyone, prepare for battle.
Looking at the stream here, unfortunately it doesn't look like this area is doing any favors to it.
Expect this to be a massive battle. Remember your limits. Don't play the hero.
It's times like this I wish I could bump up the bit rate, but unfortunately Twitch only allows you to go so high. All right, let's jump back on the Gatling gun here and fire away.
Focus your strike for Magatsu's weak points. Incoming alert.
There goes one knee. There goes the other.
I'm so hungry now, my prized protection. Objective complete.
There we go. That little platform is open now. Yeah, it's funny knowing what happens in Episode 6, Chapter 3. It's funny how this whole scene is playing out right now. Alright, that one's done. Let's hop over here to this arm. Alright, we got beam attacks coming up. That arm is done. Jumping over here now to this one. Looks like we might have actually interrupted the beams from happening there. Good thing I've got double jump, otherwise that would just basically knock me off. Well, provided I don't get hit first and just stunned completely. Alright, so it looks like we're on to the main head now. Alright, got the parry on that one. Nice. Alright, we are on to the ceiling arrows now. Now, are we gonna knock them out? Looks like we did. Because up next in their pattern would be their really big clap. So we'll see if we can take them down before then. Nope, they are headed up into the sky. Once again, got the parry. Good. And I'm gonna let Ken know, Alright, let's move on to the next round. Alright. And it looks like we might have just had another request for membership into the Alliance come through. Let's see. Yep. I will take a look at that once we are out of here. We're just waiting for one more player, and then we'll be able to get this started. But yeah, Episode 4 and crafting, that's going to be really, really good to finally have that in-game, because my inventory across all my characters is just full at this point. It's not even funny anymore. I'm having to essentially just figure out what I'm going to pick and choose to actually have for your synthesis once that becomes available.
Magatsu is one seal inside this planet. We expect this to be a massive battle. Remember your limits. Don't play the hero.
Alright, once again, let's hop up here. And fire away.
Your Majesty, code due.
Incoming alert.
Alright, that's one knee. Let's get the other. Okay, there we go.
I bestow upon you now my divine protection. Objective complete.
And then, of course, we're gonna have all the Episode 4 story coming. There's just a lot of stuff that's gonna be happening real soon. And then in the coming weeks, we got the Profound Darkness, and then potentially Challenge Mode after that. We'll have to see what actually does come out, though. But I'm hopeful for Challenge Mode just because we do actually have that on the list of titles now. Funny little tidbit about this fight, if you've never noticed it before, the blessing that Tsunehime is bestowing on us, you can actually see that as the first little icon there next to my level number. That's what that little fan icon is.
I bestow upon you a physical blessing.
Alright, we got the clap coming. Unfortunately, I didn't get it that time. But thanks to Tsukunahime's blessing, I don't go down. Looks like this arm might still be being worked on here. Yep. And you can tell the difference based on if the weak point has been darkened or not. Alright, so it looks like the sealing arrows were already used. Let's get over here. And we'll hop back onto that shoulder now. There we go, that finishes it off. And now back over here to this head. And down they go. We didn't have to deal with the second clap there. We got time for one more run here. We might be like a minute or two behind. But we should be fine for the most part here in terms of finding players. Especially now that players are starting to understand what the strategy for the final phase is. All right, we got 12 players. Let's get this going. Also for episode 4, it's nice that we're going to be getting the battle mode as well. With that, I'll be able to pick up my Red Shine, which is a really powerful 12-star unit, which has 90 base attack on it before you put any augments on it. So that's one of the upgrades I'll be looking to get. I may actually go with the 6-slot version just so it's easier to affix. But we'll see how all that plays out in the future here.
Emergency code used.
Focus your strikes on Magatsu's weak points. Incoming alert.
Oh dear, somebody went down already. That's not good. Once again, I'm not really concerned about anything happening with those. Oh, it's Nia's down. I can't even reach that from here. So let me hop down instead. Oh, there it goes. Alright, platform is open. Let's get to work.
Incoming alert.
It's kind of hard to parry that attack when you're kind of surrounded by other players, and so you don't really have the timing for it, unfortunately. But I still wanted to give it a try. Alright, this one's open.
I bestow upon you a physical blessing.
Incoming alert. Failure report received.
Somebody is staying up on the platform there somehow. Let's get them up. Oh, and they fell.
Incoming alert. Emergency mission alert. Large-scale deployment operation in progress. All ARCSOPs, report to the quest counter to join the mission.
Alright, that's the call for the second phase. Oh, the ceiling arrows are up. Let's get that.
Objective
There we go.
complete.
Alright, can I get up here? No, it doesn't look like it. And down they go!
This is where we shall gain the upper hand. Objective complete. Success confirmed. Return when able.
Completed.
Alright, let's move on to Phase 2 now. Just waiting for the last player there. Or actually, it's 2 players we're waiting for here. There we go. Alright. So we are on to the last one here.
Emergency mission
And for
alert.
this one, I am just going to leave my
Large-scale
Umbra
deployment
stick out,
operation in progress.
because I don't need to use my weapons in this
Quest
one.
counter to join the mission.
So this battle is fought purely inside of AIS, and so the way this works is you're going to have 3 Magatsu to take care of. First one you take down with gunfire, second one you take down with your sword, and then the last one you take down by attacking its weak points. So let me get that ready in chat as well here. And here we go!
Emergency.
Alright, so we're gonna wait for him to jump forward. There we go. And laser! There goes the knee. I think that was the other. Alright, chest is open. At this point, I pretty much have aggro on them, so I'm just gonna hold them in place here. There goes the first one. Nice time on that. Here's the second one. I go for the lunging attack because you are able to get 2 hits out of that. Alright, waiting for the res here. It's not that uncommon to go down in this phase, just because it's difficult to both dodge and try to get sword attacks in at the same time. Alright, there we go. 3 minutes, 45 seconds. Alright, so we are on to this phase here now. And yeah, we'll go ahead and fire our laser because we're going to get a second use out of it here. Alright, that's that side. Over to the other. Well, actually, the other side's been cleared as well. Okay. So that leaves the knees now. And it looks like those are just about done, too. Yep, there we go. That just leaves the chest now. Weak point is on. Alright, we got a clap coming. Alright, so everything else is available. Looks like I managed to dodge out of the way of it. And all we gotta do now is just hit the chest. We just gotta keep hitting the chest over and over. Now we got the big sword attacks. That was close, I managed to survive that. Alright, let's keep firing away at the chest. Alright, still up. Keep firing away at the chest. Keep firing at the chest. Let's go, let's go. We gotta chase after it. Alright, my laser's coming up in just a second here. Alright, let's get ready to fire. And here we go. Firing! Alright, there's a good hit. There's a good hit. Okay, didn't get the whole thing, but did get a few good hits in there. It's a shame they teleported away. Alright, all we can do now is just hit the chest up in the air. Let's go, let's go. Ooh, gotta watch those sword strikes. Oh, and I'm down. Alright, they got me with the swords. Coming back up in just a second. Alright, we're back up. Let's get back in there as quickly as we can. We got about 40 seconds left. Ooh! Alright, come on, let's keep hitting it, keep hitting it, keep hitting it. Go, 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 go. 30 seconds left. Keep going, keep going. Hit this thing hard. Let's hit this thing hard. Come on, let's go, go, go. It warped away. Get after it. Alright, this is gonna be close. This is gonna be really close. We got less than 10 seconds. Let's do as much damage as we can. And down they go. Oh wow, we got it with like 2 seconds left. Nice.
Congratulations on completing the objective.
And to the victor go the spoils.
That's enough. Please head back.
Completed.
Alright, I need to make some space here. Alright, and with that, let's get out of here. Yeah, 2 seconds, that was really close there. But we got it down. Alright, so let's see what we got from Gatsu today.
I got a good look at it.
Or I guess in my case, it's actually going to be Gatsu.
This is
Because at this
great
point I'm
find.
trying to work on getting mags for all my alts at this point. So basically anything that is a sphere, or anything that can be sphered, I'm just sphering up at this point. For units, it needs to have at least 4 augments on it if I'm going to keep it. And then for weapons, they need to have at least 6 augments for me to keep them. At least when it comes to 10 stars. I think that's everything. Let's see. Yeah. And then we have one more of weapons we need to untech here.
Leave it to me. I got a good look at it. I got a good look at it. Take care now.
Alright, so let's see here what we got with this group as well. Not seeing anything here, so yeah, everything is being turned into spheres here. And with that, we'll head over to the Photon drop shop, and yes, those are rings that you're seeing in the lobby. We'll get to those in a little bit here, once the music changes. So we got 145 spheres. I'll go ahead and trade in 66 spheres for 99 of the melee mini devices.
For you.
I'll hang on to the rest for now, just in case I do decide I need to add something to my collection of... if I need to level up a weapon. And those require spheres at every 10 levels. Hey, we got 4 Braver X cubes here. Nice. So those X cubes are going to be used towards actually taking care of the class quests that I need to complete. But I'll take care of that off screen. And I guess I should go ahead and use this. And I'll put those away. Alright, let's jump down here, head back to the gate area.
Hello.
And we'll speak to
What would you
Bea.
like to do?
And I'm gonna go Hunter Fighter again. So we can wrap up the last of those extreme
Feel free to
quests.
stop by anytime.
Which quest are you up for?
Alright. Heaven and Earth.
Good luck.
And once again, we'll head down to the random drinks, rather. I don't want the rare drop rate. No, I want the weak point. There it is. Alright, let me get my main weapon on. And I'm going to take critical field off. I'll get enhanced attack back on. And let's get this going. Alright, so we got the stretchy dragons again. To start us off at.
Stage start.
Ta-da! Here's the next stage order.
There goes the first. And there goes the second. Let's take care of the Vol Dragon.
Killer data here.
And down they go.
Stage clear.
Alright, for this one, we just can't go down.
Stage start.
Ta-da! Here's the next stage order.
There's Elder. I should go ahead and pop these again here. Alright, there goes Elder. There goes that one. Let's take care of Luther. And then let's take care of Luther again.
Stage clear.
This is what I am talking about. We're
Alright, that clears up that stage. And moving on to the next one. So for this one, we just can't heal, but that's fine. Automate does not trigger that.
Ta-da! Here's the next stage order.
Now the other thing that these stages are good for is also clearing out titles associated with killing certain bosses, specifically the two robotic leopards here. Because then you don't have to worry about taking them out in the ultimate quest on Lilliput. Getting a lot of drops from this one. Alright, for this one, we're gonna run around the ring for 60 seconds, and then we'll jump in.
Ta-da! Here's the next stage order.
I know it looks silly, but it's the safest way I've found to not even have to worry about completing the stage order. It's like, as much as you might try to design computer AI to be able to handle all player movements, when a player just does something silly like this, there's only so many things that they can actually do to kind of fix the situation and actually get up to the player to attack them. So like, Veal there, if they were smart, they would be teleporting in front of me rather than behind me where I was.
Stage clear.
But we are moving on to the final stage here. And for this one, we fight a bunch of arcs, and then the Anga Fundage here. And then 2 more enemies after that. Hey, don't move away from me! I guess it really doesn't matter, because of how much time we're gonna have in the break here. Alright, let's see here. Alright, got the second hit in. There we go. And now we have to wait a little bit for the next enemy to pop out here. Let me go ahead and heal while we're waiting. And I'll get some shift going as well. Here we go. They're on the ground. And I want to heal up real quick. And down they go.
That a little difficult for ya? No worries.
Unfortunately, they had turned, so I did not get the stage clear on that one. But yeah, we had a bunch of drops on this one. Ace of Hunters, Tirana Bright Shard. And then... there's really no difference in these here. So yeah, I'll go with those 4. Alright, we got one more run of this to do, and then I will be done with my max for the week. No, I want the weak damage. There we go. Alright, let's get this started. Alright, so Draconians up first.
Stage start.
Ta-da! Here's the next stage order.
There goes the first one. There's the second.
This is what I am talking about. We're gathering some killer data here.
Stage clear.
Alrighty. That clears up the first stage. Moving on. So for this one, I can't go down.
Ta-da! Here's the next stage order.
It's such a shame that Apprentice doesn't have a higher level here on this one.
Large-scale operation has ended. Thank you for your support.
We don't actually get to see what her humanoid falls form is like until episode 5, actually. Alright, that's Elder. I need to get some Photon points back. Alright, he stunned me, but I'm right back into it.
Stage clear.
There we go.
This is what I am talking about. We're gathering some killer data here.
Alright, on to the next stage. Alright, for this one I can't heal, but that's fine. Automate does not trigger it when it goes off.
Here's the next stage order.
Not that I should need to heal anyway in this one. There we go. With the stage cleared though, I will heal up.
We're gathering some killer data here.
Alright, for this one,
Stage start.
ring around the bosses.
Here's the next stage order. Eliminate.
As I was saying before, if only these bosses knew to teleport where I was going to be rather than behind me. They might be able to keep up with me then. Just about done here, about 7 seconds to go. There we go. Let's open up. Yep, and right there I took some damage, so if I had run in and just tried to do it, I would have failed the stage, so it's just better to err on the side of caution with this particular stage. And then here we got the arcs. Ooh, they actually got a good hit in me there.
Not bad, Bonehead.
I think it's because they didn't group up like they usually do. Not that it really changes anything here. Alright, got the second hit. And now we're waiting a minute here. I'll go ahead and heal up again here. And get myself ready with some shifter. Here we go. Alright, they're on the ground. That finishes them off. We're at full health, so we're good to go. Okay, he got me with that hit there. So I gotta be careful here. There we go.
We're gathering some killer data here.
And a full set of Ace of Hunters once again.
Stage clear.
Alright, so not too many drops this time actually, so we'll grab that. We'll grab the Photon Crystal and the Lambda Grinders. And that should do it for this week. I don't think I have room for any more. Looks like Pen is calling me here.
Welcome.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just a matter for a different reason here. Anyway, we got a new title here, Limit Exceeder. So that means I passed 100 stage orders here, which means I've just got another 50 to go. And at a rate of a maximum of 25 stage orders per week, and leaving some room for error, it's going to be sometime within the next 2 to 3 weeks I'm going to be done with this.
Thank you very much.
Alright, let's go ahead and deposit some stuff in the bank. I am curious how many of the Tirana Bright Shards I've got here now. I am at 34. Okay. Alright, and I didn't pick up anything that was a special weapon, so I can just go ahead and swap these over right now. And yeah, so this is the lobby that's in place currently right now. It is a Sonic-themed lobby, lobby rather. And basically you can go around and collect a bunch of rings. So let's go ahead and collect those now.
There you are.
Just about done here. We need to collect these over here. Grab the rings down here. And take note of Sonic there. He looks like he's holding something, but he isn't. Hop up here. And there's a Chaos Emerald for collecting all the rings. So yeah, just a fun little thing that you can do with Sonic there. Now, in terms of other things that are going on in-game right now, we are still doing the Arcs Bingo card, and I'm on the last thing here. Looks like that is a Fang Banshee I need to take out. And so for that, I want to make a trip into the gate area.
Which quest would you like?
And we're going to run an advanced quest here for the forest.
I wish you the best of luck.
Since in the advanced quest they have a chance of showing up. Now for this one, I'll grab Sarah, Milfonsina, and
Thankful to join the fray.
Lottie.
Yikes! I'm gonna have to step it up.
And I'm just going to be heading straight for the boss, since that's what we need to clear up that bingo card. Now, it's basically a 50-50 shot if I'm going to get the Fang Bansers and Banshee, or if I'm going to get the Rock Bear. So, we'll see what pops up at the end here.
Notifying all personnel.
Alright, so we're in the second area now. And the path splits in two. Let's see which way we need to head. Is it to the right? Looks like it might be. That looks like the exit there. And let's see what we got. There we go, the Fang Banshee and Banshee.
Emergency!
There goes the first one.
Emergency. Code due.
Come on down here.
Okay then. Out of my way. Okay then.
And down they go!
Completing the objective.
The bingo card is complete.
That's enough. Please head back.
Completed.
Alright, so, just for reference here, the bingo card, it had several rewards on it here, the last of them being a Teru Teru Rappi evolution device for a mag. So, that is something that I'll use on one of my mags eventually here. Alright, let's head back out to the lobby. Now, if I remember correctly, that was also part of another client order I needed to clear up here. Yeah, I want to be the very best Braver. Huh. I'm surprised that didn't clear with that. Oh, that's right, I need to be Braver for that. Okay. Okay, I'll take care of that later. But let's see. Looks like we have a bunch of stuff we need to take care of on Wolpal, so we'll make that our next destination here today.
Well, if it isn't
Which quest are you up for?
Alright, so we need the Seabed Region Ecological Survey.
Good luck.
And I wanted to make sure I had the right mag on there. Don't need my boosters running for this here, so stopping that. Let's grab Lottie,
Yikes! I'm gonna have to step it up.
Sarah, and Larondia.
Nothing else to do. I'm thankful to join the fray. Oh, okay. Let's go. I'm going to do my best.
And of all the ecological surveys, I find that this is the one is in the top 3 that takes the longest to complete. And I think it's because it requires 250 points compared to a lot of the others, which is a lower number than this. And I've also noticed that, for some reason, trials just don't pop up that frequently in this area either.
Something is lurking.
Hello, little bright star.
Emergency. Code attack.
There's the last 2.
Completed.
There are some spawns. Not a ton of them, though. Ah, looks like Kotori could use a hand.
Emergency. Code attack.
Prepare yourself.
Let's see here. So, going back to what we were talking about earlier in this episode as I'm working on this here. So we got episode 4 coming out in August, which is going to be really fun. After this, I'll show you what my bank is looking like in terms of how much space I've got. Because as I mentioned before, crafting is the big thing I've been waiting for. I can't wait to get rid of Nova Blast, or Nova Strike rather, from my middle button here. It is so much easier if you just use the Type 0 of Sacrificial Bite. Because that does a 180 attack when you do a step attack. Plus it comes out a lot faster, and because it's a step, you also gain invulnerability frames from that as well. So it's just a much better overall attack to use. We got 50 points remaining. Aside from changing your Photon arts, you can also change techniques into Type 0s, and then there are also other things like crafting timed abilities, which work for a week at a time for certain areas. So, for instance, if I wanted to increase my damage output when I was running Extreme Quests, I could put on a timed ability to do that. And that is probably one of the things I'm going to have to do when it comes time for everything to go down related to expert requirements, which should be coming out sometime whenever episode 5 comes out.
Completed.
And it looks like we are done with this one.
That was incredible!
PA fragments come from desynthing discs. So this is just a little bit of my stockpile I've got right now that I'll be converting into PA fragments. And then I've just got a ton of, like, 7 to 12 stars I need to convert as well here. Most of these weapons are just going to be going away once I'm able to desynth them, because there really isn't any reason for me to hang on to them. My plan is instead, as we keep going here, I'm going to continue to collect costumes, grab the star gems I can from those, and then sell them back on the market. Let's see here. And then once all those weapons are desynthesized, and since we don't have weapons, or rather old-type weapons, and the titles associated with that, I don't really need to worry about hanging on to any weapons aside from whatever my primary weapons are. Alright, so we need to make a run at the regular seabed as well here. There it is. Once again, I'll stop the booster effect. And we'll go with the same team, Lottie,
Yikes! I'm gonna have to step it up.
Sarah, and Mirandia.
Only because I've got nothing else to do. I'm thankful to join the fray. Well then, let's go. I'm going to do my best.
And for this one, I just need to take out enough enemies so I get an S rank on this. Well, technically an A rank, I guess, is what's needed. Ah, nice. I just cleared one of the client orders I needed. But yeah, I talked about battle mode before, which will be coming with episode 4. It'll be nice to run through the episode 4 story again, of course. Oh, we got one of the Wolpole natives here in trouble. There we go.
Emergency! Code! Rescue!
Excellent job.
Completed!
I would say once things actually get going in episode 4, it gets good. Specifically, once you get kind of past the Bethor saga. Or, actually, I'm not sure what they're called on the North American side, but it's the, I guess we could also call it the Filmmaker saga. It really starts to get good once you actually understand what even happened in the first place that caused Earth to be involved in everything.
I'll do the best I can.
I'm trying to not say too much because I know there are people that haven't gone through it yet, that are watching. But yeah, the early, I want to say, first 25% of it is kind of slow-moving, to be honest. But then it really starts to pick up speed.
Gosh, I think something's coming. Oh, whoa! Please be careful.
Alright, on to the next area.
Emergency.
Emergency! Code! Rescue!
Congratulations on completing the objective.
Completed!
I'll do marvelous.
What in the world even just hit me? Go ahead and pop a soul atomizer.
I'll do the best I can.
Alright, we should be good to move on to the Beal Meduna. Just take out these last enemies here. Alright. Let's take them out.
Emergency.
Pop a Photon Blast, and let's get to work.
Code! Due!
that finishes him off.
Congratulations on completing the objective.
Alright, back out to the lobby we go.
What would you like to do?
Alright, I'm going to change my main class to Braver briefly
Feel free
here,
to stop by anytime.
so I can collect the experience on that.
I've been expecting you.
To answer your question about a fixing, I would say, as of right now, you can do a little bit of a fixing, but don't go, like, way out there. Like, stick to, like, no more than, like, a 5 slot, at this point. Just because, you're right, things are going to be changing pretty quickly here. I would expect by the time Profound Darkness comes out, we're going to start seeing, like, a Seer weapons come out. And it'll be better to affix on that, because that's something that will carry you into Episode 6. Although, we also might not see it until the Ultimate Amadeuskia shows up as well. Right now, we've only got Ultimate Navarius and Ultimate Lilliput. Alright, let's check it over here. No new titles here.
Thank you very much. Which quest are you up for?
So yeah, we're done with the Heaven and Earth Extreme training for this week here. The other thing that's going on this week is there is advanced quests going through a boost road right now, whereby basically as you complete these 3 missions with at least an A rank, these will level up, and at the end you'll get yourself up to 150% extra Meseta and experience gain, or not Meseta, rare drop and experience. And if you need to level up, this is the perfect time to do it, because Floating Continent, or rather Floating Facility, is the one that everybody is recommending players go to for actually leveling up. Just because the hallways are so narrow there, that it's sort of the perfect place to essentially grind levels, especially if you get a PSE burst going. I had a PSE burst last about 5 minutes a few weeks back, so it was a really good one for leveling up, that's for certain. Now we do also have the Rush Practice Hogatan. Actually, I'm trying to remember if I showed that off or not. You know, why don't we go ahead and run it real quick?
Good luck.
I'm not going to get any experience from this. Actually, I'm not really even sure if I'm going to get anything from this, but might as well run it. Maybe I got a client order or something I need to complete. Funny thing about this one, this is music from Phantasy Star Universe that you're hearing here. Okay, so I did actually have some client orders I needed to complete. Or actually, no, not Phantasy Star Universe. I think this was Phantasy Star Portable 2 Infinity.
No salvation awaits you. Hail Amikaba Buddha. Death
That takes care of them.
is salvation.
Now that's a bug. For some reason, the messages is not displaying how many targets are remaining at this point. That one should have said that there were 50 targets left. Where are you running to? Yeah, that one is always kind of fun to fight because you gotta wait until it opens up and hit whatever the red eye is. Or rather, whatever the fall core is. Okay, that was another one I needed for a client order. And here comes the Gal Griffin.
Your Majesty, code you.
And down they go.
Completed.
So a time of 2 minutes, 49 seconds on that. Not bad. Alright, let's hand these in. I still have a few more I need to complete for them, but some of these I can't even do yet. Like this one, the Damas don't even show up until Tower Defense 4, I think. I guess I could technically do it during the story mission, but that'd be weird to go and take them out there.
Bye now. Which quest are you up for?
Alright, I know I do need to head into the desert area as a braver, so I can take care of getting, the Guanada there, for one of the client orders I have. Subclass to Hunter,
Feel free to stop by anytime.
and let's get the Lightning Espada on. And we will move out into the desert area. Alright, so for this one, I just need to head straight for the exit, so I'm not going to bother taking things out. Alright, that looks like a dead end there. Oh yeah, good point. I guess I could toss the telepipe real quick. Thank you. And since we need to head back to the south anyway, I'll just start from the starting position again. I do take a couple of swings every now and then just so I can get some Photon points back.
Emergency code attack.
Let's see here. So, once episode 4 completes, then of course we'll have episode 5, and that's where we'll finally get the Scion classes coming out. Looks like exit is actually going to be over here to the east. So that's when we'll see Hero come up, plus all the Buster quests, and the Dark Blast as well. And my recommendation is once episode 5 comes through, or rather once it comes out, just run completely through the story as quickly as you can. Just because there is so much stuff that is gated by it, that it's easiest to just run straight through the thing and get all of it out of the way quickly.
Emergency code due.
Oh, I got grabbed. There we go, now it's up. And its belly is exposed.
Yeah, nice one! You did it!
Alright, so aside from that, we need to head back into the forest, and we need to take care of a Fang Banshee as well. So, Lottie, Rupert, and Joseph this time.
Show me what you're made of.
I'll go to the position with the most players, since they may... Yeah, they're already in the second area here, actually, which will push me closer to the Fang Banshee.
Emergency. Ears open.
Emergency code due.
And down they go.
Excellent job.
Alright, so...
全アークス一斉参加の大規模なエネミー討伐
Yeah, so we've got another emergency quest, or urgent quest coming up here, rather. That is going to be happening on the corrupted Mothership. Let's speak to Azunami, let's hand in these client orders here.
See you soon.
And I think this is a good time to kind of show you something I've been doing throughout this stream that I have yet to actually bring up here. And that is the fact that I am using something here called Reshade. And as you can see here, I've got a couple of ones turned on here. I've got HDR turned on, as well as MXAO. I find that these provide a good look at, they kind of help to accentuate the, how the colors look in the game. But there are a lot of fun ones in here if you're not familiar with how this works. For example, there's this Technicolor one down here. Changes pretty much how my cast looks, but a lot of other colors remain the same. So like this light blue, that remains the same. If we come up to the shopping plaza here, hey, it's no longer Sonic, it's Shadow. Yeah, that's a fun one to play around with here. Another fun one that I found here is this one here for cartoons. So if you ever wanted to give the well, really, I think this is more the game. I think this is more kind of having fun with the find edges thing. But it's another fun one to play around with here. Let's see here. And then there are some other ones here. Let's see. There are actually a couple of other Technicolor ones in here that I've noticed. There's this one here. Seems to give a little bit more brightness. And then if I just wanted to have some fun, I would do this one. Pull this up a bit. And say animate. Or was it this way? Okay, maybe that one's not working. I mean, you could make the game look like it's in ASCII if you wanted to. Yeah, there's just a ton of different things that you can do with this here. Let's see, what's one other good one that I found? This one is kind of fun if you want to see how the game kind of looks in just as like a matte. And then this one here is another comic-like one, but it's not as bad on the find edges. Although it does make text a little harder to read. So if I bring up this here, if anything, I would say this would work better on the Japanese side than the English side, just because they have full width characters in that version of the game. I'm trying to remember if there was anything else that was fun in here. There is this nostalgia one, which I guess kind of makes it look like we're dealing more with, like, I think this is, what, 8-bit color or something like that? But if I'm gonna be honest here, you can kind of already do that in the game. Where was that? Was it... No, it's not under here. Options, graphics, here we go, screen filters. So the game also has some built-in filters as well if you've got premium, such as a monochrome one, a sepia color, vintage color, and then pixel also if you wanted to be playing around with that as well. But yeah, I pretty much just keep the HDR and the MXAO turned on. Alright, so we've got about 9 minutes here until this emergency quest, or urgent quest pops, rather. Is there anything that we can do real quick? I guess we could do a quick little run on one other set of extreme quests here. We'll go, grab Lottie, Barbara, and...
Time for some extra
Saga.
I will not disappoint.
And here we go. So for this one, take down 10 enemies within 30 seconds.
Stage start.
Ta-da! Here's the next stage order. This is what I am talking about. We're gathering some killer data here.
For this one, take down 4 Grolfer within 30 seconds. Not a problem.
Stage start.
That's 1, that's 2, 3, and 4.
This is what I am talking about. We're gathering some killer data here.
Stage clear.
Yeah, there really isn't too much that comes out of this, but I need to keep doing runs at these, just because there are titles associated with going through stages, and clearing the stage orders, even for these older extreme quests.
Here's the next stage order.
Item rewards aren't necessarily that good, I will admit on that. It's just, you know, if you want to keep up on titles, this is one option for you.
We're gathering some killer
And the target that time was to take out that big guy within 3 minutes. We took it out within 20 seconds.
Stage clear.
Kind of surprised we're getting that many drops when I don't have my boosters on. Alright, 12 Sparzile within 20 seconds.
Stage start.
Ta-da! Here's the next stage order.
Alright, looks like that does it.
Whoa, did I miscalibrate things?
Emergency code.
Alright, for this one I can't heal for 30 seconds. Wait, 30 seconds? Or was it longer?
Ta-da! Here's the next stage order.
I'll see in a moment. No, it was a minute I can't heal for. But that's fine, I don't need healing. Even if I did, my automate would take care of it without triggering anything.
This is what I am talking about. We're gathering some killer data here.
Alright, that clears up that run. So I guess Grinder, Photon drops, and then let me look at what we got out of these Minsto phones. I guess that one and this one, and these are good because these are 9-star units, so those will desynth good when it's once crafting is finally in about a month and a half or so. Alright, we got a tiny bit of time left at this point, so I think what we'll do is we'll do one quick Arcs quest here. Suppress Zaudan, and we're just gonna run this real quick. I'm gonna use my NPCs and just get a single clear on these. We're just going straight to the end of the mission. And because this is just a single area, all the scaling related to taking out enemies is off the charts here, so basically I only need to take care of the end trial enemies, and that will basically give me an S rank unless I get less than 7 of them in that trial. At which point I would need to turn around very quick and take out 1 or 2 other enemies. Or some extra enemies could drop in regardless, and just make the whole thing null and void. And the reason we're doing this is because, once again, there are titles associated even with clearing quests with your NPCs.
Excellent job.
So if I head back out to the lobby now, and we take a look over here at the title counter. So I didn't get anything with doing that single clear, but if I come over here to characters, you'll see that we've got several of these that I'm still working on here. But basically, each of these you can clear 10 quests with an NPC, and then also 100 quests with an NPC. You're going to get 6 X cubes out of that total from each NPC, and then beyond that,
Welcome.
if we come back here to this main page here, you'll note that there are titles for clearing a certain number of titles. And I'm expecting the next jump in these is going to happen once Episode 4 releases. With that, we're probably going to see a set of 12-star units become available.
Thank you very much.
And if I come over here to the Visiphone, and I take a look at my play achievements, you'll see that I'm actually at 418 titles at this point. So I am well on my way, kind of beyond what the standard point is that Sega was expecting players to be at this point here. So once those come out, I would expect I'm probably just going to acquire them automatically as soon as Episode 4 loads onto the server. Now, typically those units only come with, well, they come with no augments, actually. So I would need to upslot them first, but then once I'm done with that, I would then be able to affix them. The only question I really have is, when is Battle Mode coming out compared to that? Because Battle Mode is going to be kind of the wild card in this, because there's a certain unit I want to get from that. But maybe at least for the time being, at least getting a proper leg and an arm piece would be good. The other thing that I'm kind of competing against here is the fact that right now I've got a full Psyche set here, which gives me an extra 60 melee for each of them, plus an additional 60 because I've got the set. So, That's basically 240 attack power right there. Alright, did anything else sell today? It doesn't look like it.
Emergency mission alert. Large-scale deployment operation in progress.
Alright, that's the urgent quest. Let's get in there.
Report to the quest counter to join the mission.
So this is Drawn to Darkness. And this one is good for leveling up on the corrupted Mothership. Alright, we got a full party, let's get this going.
Emergency mission alert. Large-scale deployment operation in progress. All RSOCs, report to the quest counter to join the mission.
So yeah, this one we're just running around the Ark ship, or rather the Mothership, taking out all the fall spawn that are here. Alright, we got some Dekko Maruda here. And then we always have the this group here that pops up from behind. Might as well take them out since they do give you a good bit of experience, even though it puts you at risk of the explosion here.
Completed.
That door was always a little slow to open. Ah, we got a darker granny here.
Completed.
It's nice even after these things having come out several weeks ago. I'm still finding discs every now and then. Since those will give me additional abilities to use. Whoops. I want to use. Actually, I got two here. But I am also trying to hang on to any of the ones that I find that are level 11 and above, since those can be converted into PA fragments.
Completed. Emergency. Code. Explosion.
Let's see, once episode 5 does come out, like I mentioned before, you want to go through the story, get everything unlocked. You'll unlock your Buster quests as well as your Dark Blast through there. And then for the Urgent Quests, we'll be seeing Jamada as well as a few other good ones in there, including a proper apprentice fight. Rather than it being combined into a tower defense mission.
Emergency. Code.
Pop our Photon Blast. And then, that's after episode 5 is done. We'll also have the Masquerade, Omega Masquerade fight, as well as Persona show up as well. And then in episode 6, that's where things stand right now in terms of the roadmap. It'll go up until Chapter 2 of Episode 6.
Completed.
And then after that point, we're just waiting to see when they're going to have the next portion of it out. That's going to depend upon who... really, that's going to depend upon once everything is sort of good to go here. In terms of spinning up production on the voice cast again. Because we do know that voice lines for Episode 6, Chapter 2 are done at this point.
Emergency mission alert. Large-scale deployment operation in progress. All ARCSOPs, report to the quest counter to join the mission.
Looks like we got 12 players in, so let's get this started. So a bit of fun I had earlier this evening before the show. I was caught in a situation where we only had 6 players available for Tower Defense number 3. And we actually managed to push that all the way up to Wave 8 before we finally lost it. So I was really proud of the team that we had, that we were able to actually push it that far before basically we got overwhelmed. I would have expected probably no more than Wave 6, to be honest. But that just goes to show how good some of the players are getting in this game. Which is actually a really nice thing to see. Because it means that they're going to be ready, actually, pretty darn soon for whenever the expert requirements come out. Now, granted, some of that is gearing-based, but the rest of it is skill-based. And that's what you need in order to actually do that correctly. I would say for myself, I need to work on my gear before I'm ready to take them on. Crafting is definitely going to help in that aspect, though. And since I know what I need to actually craft for this time, it's going to make it even easier. So as soon as crafting starts coming out, I will be working on timed abilities to get that leveled up for both the Earth area as well as Extreme Quests. Going back to episode 6 briefly, that's when we're also going to see the other Scion classes come up, that including Phantom, which will be coming first, and then Etoile will be coming in the part 2, which will be in 2021.
Emergency. Code. Explosion.
Looks like my boosters are about to run out, so I will take care of those in a moment. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, let's get our boosters again. There we go.
Completed. Emergency. Code. Explosion.
The thing that I'm not sure about is if we're going to have, like, 13-star crafting available when that comes out. If it's available, that's going to potentially change how I do some things here. Just because 13-star crafting early on can make your weapon seem like it's actually a 14-star weapon. I wouldn't do it to 12-star units though. That removes the hidden abilities that come natively on units. And actually, one thing I am looking forward to getting through Buster Quests is the Rappy Shine unit, which is a pure defensive unit, but it is so good and you kind of need it at the same time in Episode 5, just because so much damage is coming out at that point then. At least if you're a melee class. Of course, hero class, things kind of change there because you're mostly ranged at that point. I mean, you do have sword swipes, but that's not how you primarily play that class. It's more you head up into the sky and you start firing spirit bullets. And then it has access to the mech gun and the Talus as well, but the Talus in that class plays more like it's a slicer.
Completed. Emergency. Code.
Ah, nice, we got a Nova Ringadarl here. Rare version of this boss. Man, its weak point just came right out there.
Completed.
And we got rare drops for days here, apparently. Falls Angel. Let's take him out. Alright, there goes the False Angel. And that is the end of this run. And we're gonna start this up one more time here.
Emergency mission alert. Large-scale deployment operation in progress. All ARCSOPs, report to the quest counter to join the mission.
Alright, looks like we got a full set of 12 players, so let's get this running. My Braver class is about to level up again, so that'll give me another X cube for them. Yeah, let's see. Once episode 6 comes around, that's when you're going to start to see all the Armada battleship stuff happening in terms of urgent quests. Those are fun. It goes through 3 phases. First 2 phases last 10 minutes each. And then the last phase then takes stays open for 20 minutes. First time Sega has done that. And there are rewards that you can get from that as well. Including some new weapons. Which are kind of nice.
Emergency code explosion.
Plus, you're gonna get a new ultimate quest with that as well. One of the ones to watch out for there is actually to complete a certain. You want to complete a. You basically want to run through the quest once as a solo player, and if you manage to complete it solo, then you'll get a 13-star unit with that. And it doesn't matter how long you take to complete it. If you want to take it real slow, heal up after each battle, take a single enemy on at a time, you can do that. There's no time limit aside from, you know, the risk of accidentally disconnecting because your internet goes down or something like that.
Emergency code explosion.
Myself as a Hunter at Twirl, once that comes out. Actually, I'm trying to remember if Twirl was out at that point. Might not have been. Ah, Darker Granny. You know, this is the one thing that's not consistent with everything else, because if it was consistent in the naming, I would expect this to be called a Fall Granny instead of a Darker Granny.
Completed.
Alright, something I will note as I'm watching here is I am noticing the frame rate is also kind of dipping here on the stream, even though my own frame rate seems to be fine. So that's something I'm going to look into for next time. Just because I don't know what's causing it right at the moment. I'm not aware of anything I've got open that would be causing it. I'll put it in that way. And while I'm using NVENC encoding, it's no slouch what I've got in my system. I've got a I've got an RTX 2080 in here. So I'm actually kind of surprised it's acting like this.
Completed. Emergency code explosion.
The large-scale operation has ended. Thank you for your support.
Alright, so this is the last run for us here. Alright, let's bring out the Falls Angel.
Emergency code Q.
Nice, got the parry on that one. Alright, down goes the Falls Angel. Guyvarder, 15, I'll take that. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, let's check out the spoils.
Leave it to me. Huh, I got a good look at it.
Got a decent mix in here.
Oh, this is a great find.
Once again, some things that I can sphere up here. And once again, my rule is it needs to have at least 6 slots or more for me to keep it. Alright, let's make our way over to here. And so with that, that is actually going to bring us to the end of this episode here. In terms of PSO2 on the Japanese side, I am still waiting for the story to be translated for episode 6, chapter 5. Once that comes out, I will do a stream covering that. Based on what we saw previously, it's going to be going on in Omega. I also know, based on some information that I received, that there is Shiva's final boss form is going to be revealed in that. There were pictures going around about that, so that's how I learned about that, and that's how I learned how everything is connected to the profound darkness on Algol. Because that's basically what that shadowy image looks like. But yeah, it's we got a lot of fun stuff coming up. But for the time being, I'm going to be closing off the stream here. If you've enjoyed today's stream, please do make sure and hit that follow button so that you're able to know whenever I do go live, so you can catch me at any point in the future here. And with that, thank you for joining me today. This is PrinceBrightstar signing off. I'll catch you next time.